Welcome to New Sky TV Hot News. The Red Fruit Awards actor nominees have seen a stunning reversal. Liu Xayaku's 693,000 votes are a complete victory. Zeng Hui falls from grace overnight, and the entire internet is in an uproar. Late at night on January 7, 2026, a final list titled Red Fruit Awards Annual Nominees for Actor was released, like a bombshell, instantly shattering the calm of the Chinese internet. The list is a mix of brilliance and disappointment, of established positions and dramatic shifts, not only outlining the power landscape of the short drama genre but also showcasing breathtaking ranking battles. The overwhelming king, Liu Xayaku's double crown myth on the list. One name crushes the entire field with a despairing advantage: Liu Xayaku. With nearly 693,000 individual votes, he firmly holds the top spot on the male actor rankings, his lead not merely a gap, but an predominant performance. This stems not only from the fervor of his fans but also from his remarkably prolific and high-quality work over the past year. In 2025, Liu Xayaku holds two trump cards. One is the beautifully romantic drama Summer of Fender, which swept 1.22 million votes and is hailed as a masterpiece of short dramas. The other is the critically acclaimed suspenseful work Dark Tide. With both highly popular works simultaneously included in the annual rankings, he carries them all. This undoubtedly declares to the market, only by consistently producing top-tier content and becoming synonymous with quality itself can one win the unwavering trust and votes of the audience. His path to the top has become a textbook example of success in the industry. Following Liu Xayaku, Xiaoxu, Zeng Hui, and other talented actors also successfully entered the top 10 of the list thanks to their solid works and popularity, forming the male god team of the 2025 Red Fruit Short Drama Awards. However, behind every glamorous list, there is always a sigh. The biggest surprise and point of controversy this time fell on Zeng Hui. Zeng Hui, who was widely favored and even ranked 7th on another list a few days ago, unfortunately missed the top 10 by one place, 11th, in this announcement, directly missing the honor of nominated Actor of the Year. In just a few days, his ranking plummeted, a result that made many of his fans feel unsatisfied, and related topics quickly surged to the top of the hot search, with endless controversies and regrets. However, all the heated discussions and temporary joy or disappointment may only be the prelude to the final outcome. According to the official rules of the Red Fruit Awards, the voting channel will remain open until January 11th. This means that all the current rankings are not final. Especially in the fiercely competitive mid-tier rankings, every minute's vote count can rewrite fate. Looking back at the rankings at the end of December 2025, the landscape is vastly different. Zeng Hui's dramatic fall from grace perfectly illustrates the unpredictable and brutally charming nature of this annual extravaganza. No one dares to predict whether a dark horse will stage a comeback in the final days, or who will unfortunately fall behind. When Liu Xayaku surveyed the battlefield with a nearly 700,000 vote lead, the most intense and brutal battle was taking place in the mid-tier. Here, there is no sense of security in a significant lead. Every inch of ranking is soaked with the tireless sweat of fan groups voting day and night, and every refresh could witness a change of the guard. Looking back at the data, one can better appreciate this suffocating close competition. Xiaoxu, with 588,000 votes, firmly holds a top 3 position, demonstrating his leading strength. Zeng Hui's dramatic fall from 7th place with 376,000 votes to dropping out of the top 10 in early January 2026 vividly illustrates the brutal reality that a difference of tens of thousands of votes can determine life or death during the final sprint. The mid-tier voting pools are highly overlapping. A single, efficient fan mobilization or a viral campaign can reshape the entire competitive landscape within hours. While the battle for male actors is fierce, the female actor rankings are equally volatile. Yuxin holds a commanding lead with 919,000 votes, having starred in 2 top 10 dramas, Summer of Fender and Please Tell Me If You're Heartbroken. Wang Jej follows closely behind with her single-hit drama, Joyful Dawn. However, the competition after 4th place is exceptionally intense, with Meng Na's ranking soaring and Li Qi barely clinging to the top 10. Actors like Zeng Hui and Han Yutong, who have starred in multiple hit dramas, are also fiercely battling it out. This reflects the competitive landscape of actresses in the short drama market. The top positions are stable, but those in the mid-tier still have a huge opportunity to overtake others with a good drama or a breakout role. In this miniature battlefield, every competitor is far from ordinary. They hold trump cards and have their own fans. Zeng Hui, with his role as Liu Xayaku in the hit drama Breaking the Cage, has broken through to a wider audience with his strong character charm, already securing the annual Most Popular Actor award, combining popularity and recognition. Xiaoxu, known as a low-key workaholic, dominated the screen in 2025 with an astonishing output of over 15 dramas, accumulating a deep audience base with solid acting skills and extremely high exposure, demonstrating high stability. Liu Xayaku, on another authoritative stage, the Tencent Star Awards, amazed the audience with the second highest number of highlights on the red carpet, and received industry-recognized awards, proving that his popularity and quality are both recognized. In addition, actors like Wang Haohan are also vying for a spot, with the vote count remaining neck and neck. Some rely on the allure of their roles, some on hard work and dedication, and some on their overall talent. It is this diverse clash of unique appeal points that makes the mid-tier rankings far more suspenseful and unpredictable than the top rankings. This battle for mid-tier status is essentially the ultimate test of fan economy and actors' personal brand value. It proves that in this era, a stable position requires not only a fleeting moment of popularity but also consistent output, distinctive characteristics, and a deep emotional connection with the audience. Before the voting deadline on January 11th, a full-scale attack by the fan groups of any mid-tier contestant could trigger an avalanche across the charts. The final rankings of the Red Fruit Awards will not only crown the champions but also etch this history of the most intense and close-quarters combat in the mid-tier. Every fluctuation in the rankings represents a war without gunpowder. Ultimately, who will emerge victorious in this fiercely contested battle? Zeng Hui's failure to make the list is one of the biggest talking points of this year's rankings. At the end of December 2025, he was considered a top contender, with numerous magazine covers and New Year's Eve gala opportunities, and his starring role in the Heiress's scheme consistently ranking in the top 3 of the most-watched shows. His sudden drop in the rankings perhaps illustrates the cruelty of the final voting period. Some analysts pointed out that his votes were once very close to those of Liu Xayaku and Wang Haohan, and he could have easily overtaken them. This near miss proves that his popularity and the strength of his competitors were roughly equal. The voting results of this year's awards are seen as a signal of a shift in the short drama industry. Summer of Fender, with its cinematic quality and mature emotional narrative, won far more votes than other works. Meanwhile, Undercurrents, which blends national sentiment and has received high praise, only ranked 6th. This seems to indicate that audiences, in their fragmented time, are no longer satisfied with just fast and exciting content, but are beginning to pay for more sophisticated and refined works. However, the success of unconventional romantic comedies like The Heiress's Scheme also proves that a well-established formula for precisely catering to a specific audience remains effective. While pursuing upgrades, the market also maintains a diverse and inclusive approach. The final rankings are neither purely a mirror of industry progress nor a simple competition of fan spending. Rather, they are a complex and dynamic hybrid diagnostic report. Their validity and value as a market sentiment sensor, the rankings indeed directly reflect the public's instantaneous preferences and emotional projections. Actors like Liu Xayaku, who can consistently lead with multiple high-quality works, owe their success to audience recognition of both high quality and effectiveness. This is pushing the industry towards continuously producing high-quality content rather than relying solely on gimmicks for instant fame. The dramatic fluctuations in the rankings, such as Zeng Hui's decline, also force industry practitioners to consider how to build more stable audience relationships, rather than relying on temporary popularity. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video. Thank you.